Now we are live. And I apologize for a very late start. Welcome to Horror Makes Us Happy live chat number 19, talking to Mr. McLeod Chapman, author of, let's see, we got What Kind of Mother, Kill Your Darling, Ghost Eaters, The Remaking, and I think you've also done a couple more things since the last time we talked to you, which I think was 2022?
That was 2,000 years ago, right?
2023, actually.
That was 4,000 years ago.
Yes.
They went higher.
Yes, I noticed. It doesn't seem like it was that long ago, but yeah. Wow. Cool. Well, as we had discussed via email, part of the theory behind this is, you know, our previous format was not one that really lent itself well to bringing people back to have additional chats. And Chris and I wanted to do something that would allow us to do that. And also, you know, there's a lot of editing and stuff like that that goes on with a conversation like that. And don't honestly have time to do that. So we're like, all right, so we got to do it live. And then we might as well do it video because, you know, maybe bring in a different audience there. So welcome. What you been up to?
You know,
Nothing.
I've been kind of puttering. I've been trying to stay out of trouble. I mean, what we're saying 2023.
Yes.
I mean, it's been, you know, I feel like I'm the worst at answering this question. I mean, I've been writing, you know, fortunate enough to get a few things published since then. Always kind of in that mad pursuit to try to find folks who want to read stuff, kind of my stuff. You know, for better or for worse, I think that it's always the hustle, right? You know, you have stories to tell, and you got to find people who want to hear you tell them.
That is true.
It's difficult to do these days with the digital age. You know, you could just find a campfire and sit down, and people would listen.
Yeah.
Well, that's
and
more
I mean,
of a captive audience.
True. Especially with the idea I was going with. I'm talking like thousands of years ago, like camps, like, you know, that's a very captive audience because usually they would be around fire because it's, you know, keeping them alive and warm. So very captive audience.
Yes.
God, wouldn't it be amazing if I would love to be around a campfire. I would love to like tell
Just
stories that way.
Have your life be a traveling soothsayer.
Just have it be like spin a yarn around the flames, like you know, campfires, bonfires. Like I'll just go to your summer camp. I'll crash your camp. Like just have at it. Like that would be just hop from one campfire to the next to the next to the next.
I mean, you can do that nowadays. They call that burn hippies.
That gives me an idea for reading events at StokerCon. Turn off the lights.
Ooh.
Bring in electric candles.
Aww. Aww. Don't burn down the Westin Hotel in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
That's why I said electric candles.
I know, Steve goes to the practical matter. My mind, on the other hand, just goes immediately to, you just start a fire in the middle of a hotel?
Yeah, LED candles. I have those now. Went and pulled up your website. I think the last one that you were published, What Kind of Mother, right as we were talking. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've actually published 8 books, it looks like, since the last time we talked.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
No.
Kill Your Darling. Wake Up and Open Your Eyes.
2024.
Acquired Taste.
2025.
Shiny Happy People.
20.
Unless these are not chronological.
Okay, keep going.
That's
4.
Shiny Happy People, Bodies of Work, Devil Inside, Mr. Lonely Hearts, and hang on, I gotta click this.
It can't be.
Stay on the Line.
Oh yeah, Stay on the Line.
Yeah.
That is very true. Those are those all come out since. What Kind of Mother? I mean, some of them, like Stay on the Line, is a novelette, so that's like under 40 pages. Kill Your Darling, Bodies of Work, those are novellas. Acquired Taste is a collection of short stories. Wake Up and Open Your Eyes is a novel. Shiny Happy People is a YA novel.
Okay.
And then Devil Inside comes out in August, and Mr. Lonely Hearts comes out next year in March.
Oh, okay.
So that is the future.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Devil Inside and Lonely Hearts, like those have not come out. So theoretically, only 6 books have come out since we last.
Well,
So then when we talk 5 years into the future from now, we can say Lonely Hearts and Devil Inside made the cut.
Yes.
But they don't exist yet. They're not real.
well, they exist. They just haven't been
Yeah.
distributed yet.
I'm in the editing process of Lonely Hearts right now.
Oh.
So that is taking up this portion of my brain.
Gotcha.
Sure it is.
And I have to turn it in a month.
Got a little time.
No pressure.
Yes.
No pressure.
So here's
Do
a
your own
question.
editing too. It's admirable.
I heard it's admirable, but I don't know what's admirable.
I was
So
gonna look
I'm just
insane.
going to assume.
It's impressive and good of you. I mean, I assume, I'm not really sure, but I would assume most people have like a separate editor.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, if we're talking editing as admirable, I'm very lucky to be working with some amazing editors. Devil Inside had Emma Cole. She was amazing. That's like a horror man's novel, so that's blending genres. And then Lonely Hearts, Kelly Lonesome, Tor Nightfire. It's pretty wild. Get to write some books for them, which I'm really, really, really excited about.
Here's a question for you. So when we talked and did our full-length interview, the summary that we came up for you was that...
That's what I was talking about.
what's that?
I was mentioning this briefly in the beginning of the call before you joined.
Exploration of negative space and male and female energies.
That's what we talked about?
Okay.
I can't even fathom what male and female energies meant. Like, I don't even, I hear that and I'm like, oh my God, what on earth was I talking about? Negative space, I totally get. What the hell was male and female energy? Do I want to know? Is this something that is going to haunt me for the rest of my life?
I revisited the episode, but I only made it as far as the Phoebe Cates monologue. So I'm
Oh my God. Let's put male and female energy in the rear view mirror. Cause that feels like, what in the world could that even have been?
Very sparse on the memory, but if memory serves me correct, I believe you were kind of leaning into the respect for who raised you in a lot of ways.
Oh, well, that's nice.
There we go.
That.
It's a positive spin on it. I figured it was going to be positive. I didn't know what the hell was going to be positive from those two phrases.
Oh my God.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. We made
Male energy and female. I mean, yeah, it still holds true. I was still raised by my mom.
Yeah.
So yeah. I don't know if there was a question to that other than yes.
There is.
That is in fact like a declaration of intent, male and female energy.
Yes. So I brought that up to say I wonder how many of these recent works that you've published or are in the works of publishing how has that cropped up in other works?
I mean, I think it's going to be there in everything. I'm still talking, but I'm going to open a window that's off camera. So forgive me if I disappear for 2 seconds, but you can still hear me as I'm coming closer to the microphone once again.
We have object permanence.
I mean, I feel as if for me with a lot of writing, kind of if we're looking at the binary of male female energy, the male energy is always going to be really corrupt and kind of, I'm just not I always feel like the men in my books are not good people. And if they're certainly flawed. Everybody's a bit flawed, but given the kind of whatever the construct of the piece itself is, The and I don't think this is a 50-50 by any stretch, but like primarily, usually the men have perpetrated some kind of greater ill, and are either trying to like get out of the hole they have dug themselves into, or are so kind of like lost in their own kind of mental loopholes that there's just no getting out of it, and it's just a constant kind of like loophole spinning cycle of just never progressing, never growing, never escaping their own kind of mental head cheese.
Completely unrealistic.
I mean,
Totally.
yeah.
Every man I know is a completely happy and content, successful person. I mean, that's
Fully self-actualized.
clearly you write fiction, sir.
No, but I mean, it is funny how like the best case scenario, like you get gentlemen who are like there's a certain kind of arrested development, but I think you take that kind of identity or that kind of persona and put them in a horror story, and it's
Pressure
usually like things and I think Poe is great at that. Like I think Poe,
Edgar Allan?
yeah, absolutely. Like he started us off with this idea of I'm not crazy. I'm the narrator. Take my hand. I'm not crazy, but do you hear that heartbeat in the floorboards?
Right.
Yeah, I murdered my neighbor, and
It's driving me
But
nuts.
it's that
and driving you nuts too.
yeah.
Yeah. It kind of slowly creeps into it.
All of those dude bros in Edgar Allan Poe, like dude pose, are they're just like stuck in a rut. They're never gonna like grow out of their maladjusted kind of ill will. I don't know. I love that.
Yeah.
The dude bros of today are just dude pose.
Yeah.
You just keep kind of coming up with great things to put on t-shirts. You need that on a t-shirt too. Don't eat the ground yogurt and dude pose.
Dude pose.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of something that was said on our interview earlier today. I don't know why, but it was like comparing like epic fantasy movies with horror films, and like in the epic fantasies, the thing that you see is the main character does something that's going to save the world or save everyone, and in horror, the goal, the aspiration is not so much saving everyone as much as it is returning to normalcy, like getting away from the killer or defeating the killer. And your prize in the end is just things are back to normal.
Yeah.
Like it's not like an epic grandeur, like I saved the universe. It's all right, you get to go to work tomorrow now. You're not dead.
Right.
Yeah, but at what cost, right?
Right.
Like it's like the toll, like just to reach the end, to survive, quote unquote, the movie, to be the final girl or the last man standing, however you want to put it. Like what that doesn't take into account is the mental or emotional toll, the trauma of having seen all of your friends and family slaughtered, having like, whatever the physical toll, the bloodletting, the kind of like heartache, the heartbreak, you made it to the end and killed Jason Voorhees, but
your family and all your friends are dead. You're going to need therapy for the rest of your life. Yeah. I've seen a few films that do follow up on that, or they like have a little joke or a nod to it. Like, yeah, life's not normal now. Yeah. I mean, what was it? Final Destination 2, I think. Clear Rivers survived, but she's in a padded room for the rest of her life.
Yeah. And then one asks the question, is that survival at all?
Right.
Is that what surviving means today? But I don't know. Like I always think back to like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and like, was it Sally? Marilyn? What's the heroine, the final girl in that? Like she's in the back of the truck. She's driving away, cackling her ass off. But like, her body she may be alive, but like that to me is not necessarily survival.
No.
So
and what happened? She barely survived with again, lots of physical and psychological trauma, only to be revived several years later and, not take opportunities to shoot people in the back with a shotgun and get killed because dumb decisions and terrible movie.
Soapbox.
I was not the biggest fan. They brought Sally back only to kill her, and just like I think they were trying to copy the Laurie Strode revival, but that's my 2 cents, and I will get down off my soapbox now.
I think it's pretty obvious that that's what they were trying to do.
Like
bringing her back, they're like, come on, we have this wonderful opportunity. It's big. Jamie Lee did it, so why can't we? It's such a bummer. It's so sad. They did her dirty.
They did, and they did clear dirty. We have someone in the chat now. Hello, Paolo. She's talking about Clear and Final Destination 2. I forgot they exploded her. Yeah, close up of her melting face and everything. Like, goddamn, addictive.
Well, they had to do something different. Like you said, they're comparing themselves against that other movie, and you can't do the same thing twice.
True. It's a sequel. You got to step it up.
Yes. So, anything in particular you're looking forward to at StokerCon?
Oh my golly! At this point, I get really excited. I go through these like kind of strange emotions like before StokerCon. Are you going, Steve? Are you going to be there?
I'll be there. Yeah.
Davis.
For me, it's I don't know if it's social anxiety, but it is this kind of like StokerCon's pretty overwhelming.
And even more so this year.
Is that true? Is there...
Well, based on a number of panels, I think they've added 75 panels compared to last year.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting it to be pretty big.
Wow. There's just no... and they really shoehorned it in. There's no way to do everything. There's no way to see every... Like, I've kind of gone through the schedule and, like, I see a map. Like, there's an itinerary to it. And it's... for me, I thrive better when I have a task at hand. So that's either going to be me like going to someone else's thing or doing a panel myself.
Right.
But it's when I don't have it's the kind of social time. It's the there's nothing like the unstructured kind of like we're all just kind of at a bar or at a social event and everybody's just kind of milling about that. I tend to do poorly or not as well. I don't fare as well there. So I have that Irish goodbye mentality. I ghost pretty quickly. If there's a hotel room, I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna go. Like it'll hit. Like I'll just like I'm gonna go, and like I can't not leave at that point. Like I just once the thought hits, I'm like you know what? I wanna leave. I wanna leave.
Yep.
I'm gonna go.
Like Cameron in the car. I'll go. That's kind of the other way around. That doesn't really work.
Right.
Yeah, I'm the same way at cons. Only it's usually because I get too drunk and I get to the point where I'm like, I am going to be unconscious soon. To the hotel room.
Yeah.
I'm not a drinker, so I also feel like I don't have the social lubricant, the thing that kind of I don't know makes it easier. I just feel it's hard to engage, and I get nervous, and but I think a mature kind of adult kind of also acknowledges that like. You don't have to do everything. You don't have to be everywhere and talk to everyone. Like you just have to kind of, find your rhythm. Find like you pay for it. You're there. You want to engage. You should engage as much as you want. And then just when it's time to say, you know what, I've had enough. I think I've reached my capacity, and I'll see you later.
I love that the question was, is there anything you're looking forward to at StokerCon? And the answer is leaving.
Spoken like a true introvert, sir.
Fair,
Perfect.
Fair.
What are you looking forward to most? It ended. No.
It's not even leaving at like on Sunday. It's just the like, Every day there's going to be a moment of like, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it. Like in some cons I've gone to, the best part of the night is the end of the day. You know, you got out, you did things, and then you get to retire to your hotel room.
Speaking of survival,
take off your shoes. Yeah, right.
I do think I'm excited about Librarians Day. Librarians Day is always great, even if it's not specifically for anyone other than librarians. Like, it's always fun to kind of like check out what books they're excited about. I'm excited to hear Keith Rawson read, Chris Panettiere. Rachel Harrison is a guest of honor, and I think she's really awesome. Mm-hmm. So I get to do a few panels. I'm excited for that. What's up? What?
I just said those are always fun.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully. I feel like I've been on good panels and I've been on bad panels, and I hope they're good panels. Everybody likes a good panel.
Right.
A panel that feels like, we've achieved something. We've actually like spoken to whatever the theme is. Like, let's, What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to the awards ceremony, actually.
Why?
Well, so when I went in 2023, the awards ceremony was really the most fun, I think, for me, because for me doing this podcast, one of the best things about doing this podcast is then watching what everybody gets up to after we've spoken to them, and just celebrating everybody's success.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Let's go to the awards. Let's go to the Stokers.
You don't have to.
I'll be there.
I was gonna say, are you up for anything this year?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I got nominated twice, so
cool.
I get to have twice. I'm gonna be shitting the entire time. I'm just gonna be in the back being like, oh god.
To avoid the please don't let me win. Please don't let me win.
Right. I mean, I would love to win. I mean, of course, like, obviously, right. But it's the kind of like, I mean, it's funny because, like, as someone who it's rare to be nominated for something. This has been a kind of banner year, but for me, the kind of the lift of anxiety leading up to it, and then the kind of like crash. Like, I work myself up where it's like, oh God. And then you hear someone else's name and it's just like, and it's very fast. And then it's just like, boom. And I don't fare well in that. I feel like I'm giving myself a heart attack. But
bring a paper bag, I guess, in case you do the hyperventilating thing.
I mean, it's literally like chest, crash, tummy, chest, tummy.
It's making me laugh to myself, because now I'm wondering how many of the excitement that I saw in 2023. It's like, I wonder how many of those people who were just excited to have not won.
Quite a few, I imagine. Quite a few.
I mean, I wish there was. There's a part of me that wishes that the powers that be would be like, okay, you didn't win. And just no. Like, it's like, it's okay, but you didn't win. And then it'd be like, oh, great. Like, now I know. And it's less the and I'm sure there are people who are much more adept and cool about this. And, it's just like, it's a pleasure. It's an honor to be nominated. It's so cool. But just that ride of emotions is just, and Jesus, listen to me. I sound like an idiot, but we should be so lucky to even be at that, that this is the issue at hand. Like, how phenomenal of a problem is that? It's just, it's a little exhausting. It's like riding a roller coaster.
Yeah, it's an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah,
Exactly what it is.
And I'm learning about myself that when I sit down on the roller coaster and it's that first like tick 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 going up, I'm just like, I want to get off.
Mm-hmm.
This is a bad idea.
Being a not roller coaster fan myself, I can definitely relate to exactly how it feels. Nope. No, is it too late to stop?
Right. Yeah, and I'm also laughing to myself here, thinking that I've been suggesting that Chris join the HWA because, so he's doing, he both writes and draws his webcomic, and he's also written, I think, 3 screenplays now. That the webcomic is basically the backstory of the characters that are in these screenplays, and I've teased him that, there are times where he doesn't like to think of himself as a writer, and I'm like, dude, you've written 3 screenplays. He sent me the notes for one book of his webcomic, and I think it was like 57 pages. I'm like, dude, you're a writer, get over it. So I've suggested that he get into HWA and start making some connections there and things like that, and you're not helping the case.
Not hurting it either, though. Thank you for the reminder. I really need to get on that.
No, I mean, in all sincerity, I actually find great value in the Horror Writers Association and StokerCon in particular. I think it's a large enterprise. It's a big body of diverse authors, writers, people, human beings, and I think I always find the HWA is interesting where it's trying to accommodate like a massive amount of people who are kind of coming to it for very different reasons, and I know not everybody is happy with the HWA, but I find it I appreciate that it has created a platform or foundation for just StokerCon in of itself, like having a place to go and kind of see familiar faces, see heroes of mine, like be able to kind of participate and partake in that is, I don't know, I just feel lucky, and I think there's great value to it in terms of becoming a member, as long as you kind of know what it is that you're wanting to get out of it,
right.
And because I think it can be challenging. Like Chris, where are you? Where do you live? Where's home?
Florida.
Do you know if there's like a local, like a state chapter for the HWA?
Tampa.
I do not. Is there a Tampa chapter?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure
okay.
there is.
Then yes.
Is that close to you?
Yeah, it's where I live.
Yeah. I find that like being kind of involved in your local chapter is great. And luckily if there's one kind of close enough that you can kind of like be in proximity to it, really helps, because the national chapter is focused on StokerCon and like doing all that, but like it's almost like politics, like to be kind of on a local kind of grassroots level, where that's your immediate community that kind of feeds up into the larger kind of macro community. And I don't know, like not everybody has access to the local HWA chapters, and I would imagine that makes it kind of more challenging of like what is the value of the HWA. But if there is an immediate chapter there, it's almost like you have the opportunity to kind of be like, well, this is what I want the HWA to be for me, and that seems possible and plausible on a state like local level, that then feeds into and somehow potentially kind of like influences the larger national macro chapters, the body.
The reason I was suggesting it for Chris is that and he's still got a little bit of ways to go in terms of doing the backstories and stuff. But at some point, I've been telling him, you're probably going to want to join so that you can talk to a mentor and talk to people who have more experience with the business side of things, getting an agent and all that, because for him the eventual goal is hopefully to get these screenplays turned into movies. And there's somewhat of a process of that, and talking to people who have gone through that process already could be very helpful.
And the Horror Writers Association is not just like, I guess I for some reason always just get stuck thinking of it as just novelists, like just people that are writing fictional novels, but it's not just that, right? It's writers of all kinds, I imagine. Screenplay writers, graphic novels, things like
Yes,
that.
yeah, totally, absolutely. Though I think it is primarily fiction, but like nonfiction, poetry, graphic novels, comics, film. Film is interesting because, the mentorship program I feel is pretty valuable. I know that they're always kind of seeking mentors. I did the mentorship program a while back.
Oh, cool. So you've seen both sides of the fence then.
I was a mentor. I haven't been menteed. But like whatever for up to a year, it was just me and this one writer, and he would share his manuscript with me. I'd offer feedback. He did a revision on it. So I'd be curious if I was a better member, I would know the answer to this, but I would be curious if the mentorship program opened itself up to screenwriting or other mediums beyond fiction. I'm sure if there was a want for it or a kind of need for it, because they always put out the call for mentors.
Okay.
But I guess I was on. Yeah.
And I'm also not just talking about the strictest sense of the word of mentorship, but my experience with particularly StokerCon 2023 was very interesting seeing all of the authors getting together and gossip might be a bit of a strong word, but sharing
networking
anecdote. Well, yeah, not only networking but also. And I'll give you another example too. Like on Facebook, within the last 2 years, there have been one or two incidents, shall we say, of publishers going under or issues with artists not being paid their royalties. The social aspect of talking about the state of the industry and all that kind of thing. There's a lot of soft value, for lack of a better way to say it. On that side.
No, absolutely. And remind me, was 2023 San Diego, or was that?
No, that was Pittsburgh actually, and then San Diego, and then I think we're back to Pittsburgh now.
Well,
there was one in
Stanford.
There was one on the
Stanford,
East Coast,
Connecticut.
too. Yeah.
Stanford, Connecticut. So this is 2026. So 2025 was Stanford, Connecticut, and the year before that was San Diego. So was that 2024? So 2023 was Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
that was a great year. I love 2023. Stanford was tough, which is last year. I feel like Pittsburgh is a great kind of location for it. It is odd how StokerCon is just about the vibes. You want to kind of create an environment where it's a lot of people with common interests, but maybe not necessarily the kind of the entry point into how do we talk about what we want to talk about, short of, hi, I am so and so and I would like to talk to you so and so about this. Which is why the panels are good if it kind of leads to continuing conversation and but that idea of fostering community, I think that we're all just trying to figure it out, right? We're all just trying to find our place in this industry, this medium, this genre. I don't know, and no two creators, storytellers are going to have the same
origin story, but like whether it's anecdotal or kind of practical, like there is something to be kind of gleaned about, like just hearing other people kind of talk about their personal experiences.
Yeah.
I was bitten by a radioactive writer.
You know, only one person can say that, and it's you.
Someone you've almost almost written for. I know you did Venom. Did you also do Spidey at all?
I've done a couple Spider-Man comics, yeah.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved it. I don't think I'll ever be able to write for Spider or for Marvel again. My editor just got laid off, which is such a bummer. And it's working there. It's really kind of contingent upon your editor kind of like having a champion kind of in the office and being like, I want to work with this writer. And I had a 10-year run, almost more than that, like almost like 13 years. And it was great. And I should never say never. I would love to go back there again. But yeah, writing for Spider-Man was a blast. And that led to the symbiote work, and you know, it's just funny how it just kind of like a ball gathers its own kind of momentum, and like it just rolls in different directions, and it kind of led me to kind of write for all these different characters. But my very, very first comic at Marvel was Spider-Man.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Did you write any of the material with, was it Null?
Yeah. I did. I got to do I got to bridge the gap between Empire, which was the kind of previous event, to oh my God, am I going to be able to? What was the Null event called?
Oh God, I don't know.
It wasn't Absolute Carnage. It was Absolute or Devils. No. Well, it's funny because like Marvel thinks in these kind of broad stroke events. Mm-hmm. So Empire was the previous one.
Right, they're like arcs or eras.
Yeah.
Was it the one where Venom went good and he was like anti-Venom or something like that?
I feel like that's every other issue, frankly. But whatever the Null event was called, it was interesting because like they needed one comic. It was literally just one comic to bridge the gap between this event and that event. And I got to write it. It was called Empire's End. And it was basically wrapping up all of Empire, which I don't think I did, but it was basically like they just needed some kind of like connective tissue to be like, oh, this is over. And what's coming down the road? Like, oh, it's Null. Like they just needed somebody to be like, Null's here. Null's coming. And it was so much fun because it was basically like writing Alien, the Marvel version of Alien, which I know they do now anyways, but like it was like taking the kind of like idea of Alien where you have a group, an ensemble of Marvel characters in a spaceship, and this extraterrestrial invasive species infiltrates and overtakes this spaceship and everybody on it.
Nice.
And
that good old isolated terror.
Yeah. And for me, it was the alien, the xenomorph was Null. So yeah, it was so cool. I'm embarrassed to admit I can't remember the name of the... What was that whole run?
Where is Golden? He should be.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, we've got a member of our Discord server who often joins us in chat, and sadly he's not with us today. But I'm sure he would know. Maybe he can watch.
He is still alive, for the record.
I mean, it was like Reign of Fire, or Devil's Reign, or Absolute Carnage, or Carnage Everywhere, or Death to. I'm just gonna look it up.
I'm asking Golden.
Oh, is he working or something?
No, I'm just hitting him in chat or DM. Sliding in DMs.
Web of Venom? Empire's End. Oh, King in Black. Duh.
Ah.
It was King in Black.
Okay.
I never would have guessed that in a million years.
I was way off. Spinning out of Empire, Null's domain begins.
That's the King in Yellow reference too.
Kinda, yeah. The symbiotes are black. It fits.
That's wild. That's going back some years now.
Yeah.
But I think that might be one of my favorite comics I ever wrote for Marvel.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Sounds fun.
yeah. I was going to say, often the first thing that you do is often a lot of fun, and then I came back off of that a step because I realized sometimes that's not always the case, but yeah.
I mean, my first, I cut my teeth writing Spider-Man comics, and it wasn't the first one I wrote, but the first one that got published was Ultimate Spider-Man. It was basically like Peter Parker's locker at school is possessed by the ghost of a kid who was bullied and died at school.
Did they shove him in the locker?
And they shoved him in the locker, and he died in the locker. And that's some creepy shit right there. But
please tell me when the locker talked, the door flapped.
I mean, it was literally, God, I don't know if they allowed me to do this, but at one point the locker opens and in total Shining style, a flood of blood just floods out and washes down the high school hallway. And that was some fun. That was fun. It was always can I get away with this? Can I do this?
Mm-hmm.
But it was a Halloween issue. They wanted a ghost story for Spider-Man, and turns out that I got to do it.
Very cool.
I'd say mission accomplished.
Yeah.
We got our 15-minute warning here. Is there anything else you want to talk about or promote before we start wrapping up?
I mean, I'm just thankful that you guys wanted to talk again.
Yeah.
Horror makes me happy.
Still.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I sound like it, but I don't know what else I would do with myself. But that's going to be me at StokerCon. I'm just going to be kind of I don't know what to do with myself.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be looking lost. So Steve, you got to come up and say hi.
We'll do. Did we ever get an autograph from you for the shirt for Scares of Care? Can't remember if I did or not.
I don't know.
This is a previous event. So we recently celebrated our 5th anniversary, and we Chris and I, somewhere around the 3rd anniversary, we had this brilliant idea of we could donate to Scares the Care. We could get a T-shirt with our logo on it, and then get autographs from as many of our guests as we could, and then donate that to Scares the Care. They auction it off. We had done that. But very quickly after starting that project, we realized that autographing T-shirts is not always necessarily an easy thing. So we said to ourselves, if we do this again for our 10th anniversary, we should make it a poster instead of a T-shirt. But so I've gotten one printed, and I'll be bringing that to StokerCon. So we can get you that.
I'll be there. I'll be at the mass author signing too.
That's
So
a real smooth way of asking for his autograph, Steve. I see what you did there.
Not from us.
slide it in.
For Scares
Slide
the
it in.
Care.
You got to do it.
Yes.
You guys are the best. Thank you for letting me crash your live
Our pleasure.
simulcast, broadcast, telecast.
Again, my apologies for the faux pas.
We made it. We're here.
Yes.
I'll see you in 3 to 5 years.
Or 3 to 5 days.
Well, are you? No, you're going to be at.
I'll see you in
3 to 5
person.
days. Yes.
But if you ever want to do this again,
Right.
just know I'm around.
Okay.
I'll probably be right here, like this.
She's waiting waiting by the telephone.
Where are they? Why haven't they called me? I'm waiting for my email, Evice.
No, whenever you want to join us. Whenever there's something you want to talk about, I guess.
Always want to talk about something.
I gotta tell you, girl. Spell it.
You guys are the best. Thank you so much for having me. Talk to you soon.
Yes.
All right. Have a lovely night.
Have a good
Bye.
Bye.